So guys, again, faith is an energy that is constant in us. Faith is an energy. It is power, the power of God that dwells in the heart and the being of a believer. But faith only comes by hearing the word of God, according to the book of Romans chapter 10, verse 17 tells us that faith arises in the heart of a believer by hearing the word of God. So faith doesn't really do anything. We do the thing. We are the one that make use of faith. Yes, when faith is in us, you see, faith is that energy, that power, that strength that is given to our spiritual man to do the assignments of God, to do the work of God. And the way we receive that energy, the way we receive that strength, the way we receive that power is from the Word of God. The Word of God is the source of life. The Word of God is spirit and life. Yes, the Word of God is food that gives appetite, that gives energy, that gives power, that gives strength to our spiritual man. Hope you're getting it. The Word of God is food. The Word of God is the appetite, the strength, right? The power for our spiritual man. When we eat it, when we consume it, when we meditate on it, when we live the Word of God. So this is how faith arises in us. I mean, this is how energy is given to our spiritual man. I mean, this is how strength is given to our spiritual man when we eat spiritual food, when we consume spiritual food, which is the Word of God. Hope that is very clear. When we eat spiritual food, that is what gives strength, energy to our spiritual man in order to carry out spiritual activities in the natural, in order to carry out spiritual assignments in the natural, in this human body. So let me relate it to physics. How is this then related to physics? And why did I choose to explain this video also in a scientific term? Well, so that you can better understand my point, you can better understand how both the natural and the physical actually works together. So I believe that you can better understand this. So physics now explains energy, right? Physics explains energy. Energy is, again, the ability to do work. When someone tells you I have energy, electrical energy, for instance, is what produces or supplies light into the house. When you eat food, for instance, you eat good food, you have the energy. It is the food you consume that gives you energy to work, that gives you energy to function, to be healthy, to do things that you need to do. So energy itself doesn't do anything, but you, when you eat, you have energy and you have energy to work. So it is you using your strength to do something, using your energy, your power to work. So my point again is, according to physics, physics explains and defines energy as the ability to work. Work is performed. Now, the ability to work. Physics defines energy as the ability to do work. To do work, to do something. But note that work itself, again, is performed, is put into act. Work is accomplished when you apply force, right, over distance. According to physics, work is accomplished, work is fulfilled when you apply force. Force over distance. When you apply strength over distance. When you apply force over distance. Let's say you want to move a heavy bag, for instance, a heavy suitcase, for instance. You have the energy because you have eaten good food that gives you strength and energy to move that suitcase, and that is work. And work is accomplished when you apply force. Hope that makes sense to you guys. So work is accomplished when you apply force over distance. When you carry that suitcase from here with energy to over there with energy, that is work. That takes energy, right? When you do that, that takes energy. So faith is in like manner, right? Faith is in like manner. When you feed your spiritual man, when you feed your spiritual man energy, and how do you get energy? How does your spiritual man get the energy? Well, your spiritual man gets the energy from the Word of God. And it is the Word of God that gives your spiritual man strength, that gives your spiritual man power, that gives your spiritual man energy, and you use that energy to perform work. You use that energy to do the assignments of God here on this earth. You use that energy to perform the activities that God has given you. Your purpose, right? So, if that make any more clarity, this is how faith works. So faith arises in the heart of a believer. Faith is given to a believer according to the Word of God, so that we can continue this journey of our lives, this spiritual journey of our lives. So guys,